Is the word.
Okay, I don't know if I'm live. I tried to go live on YouTube and something wouldn't connect, so I'm trying um, another another live streaming service, which sort of turned itself on a few hours ago, and I don't know, showed you guys my computer screen or something. So, is there anybody out there? I don't get much on this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I can see one.
Anyone can try.
Uh, all right, there's someone there. I think I can't see any streaming though. All right, so I'm going to talk. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't. Oh, hang on. I can see. Here we go. Natalie, hello. Pacific, hello. Okay, yes, we're doing this. Mallory, all right. Thank you for joining me. Yes. Sorry about the misstart before. We had some technical difficulties a few hours ago. Um, but yeah, I thought I'd come on and have a chat. I didn't. Time sort of ran out on Wednesday, so I didn't get to go live. So thought we'd come and have a talk about the state of the world and what's going on. Obviously, there's lots going on. You've all heard about South Africa. Now, something to keep in mind with that is South Africa has some issues at the moment, and that is being broadcast all over the mainstream news. But if you look around at England as well, there is probably a lot more happening in England. But what's happening in England is not on the MSN because they don't want you to know about that. So, the tide is starting to turn, guys. The energy is definitely lifting, and people are hitting the streets. Melbourne, a few days ago in Australia, Melbourne has put in all these, new draconian laws. And so everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people hit the streets last night as well. So, we're at this point, and I know it's getting long, 18 months, right? It's been a bit of a trial for us all. Everyone's gone through something in this last 18 months, and it has been tough. But now we're in the 11th hour. A lot of people have put out that they think this is going to go till like 2025, even 2027. I've heard a lot of people are saying 2023, but I don't agree with that. This is going to happen faster. Um, um, I think by September, like a couple of months, guys, this whole reality will be something different. I mean, not that it isn't now to what it was a year ago, but so the change is coming, and it's coming a lot quicker than a lot of people are saying that they think it will. Because the thing is, a lot of people are looking at the system. They're looking at what we had, at what we need to get rid of, and they're making predictions based on that. They're predicting based on food supplies or the money market or all these other different things. But none of that matters once the system collapses. It's all out the window. So, trying to base a prediction going forward into a new world based on the old world doesn't, you don't have a foundation. So that's my first thing I wanted to say is this is, we're starting to hit the upward swing, a parabolic curve, right? It goes slow, 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 and then you hit a bit, and then bang, it's gone. And that's what we're on, a parabolic curve, and we're just hitting momentum now. And so this will change quickly, guys. So hang in there, keep your energy high. Keep your perspective on the good. There's a lot of people out there fear mongering. There's a lot of people who are out there, as truthers, should we say, who are putting out a lot of negative information. And if you watch their stuff all the time, it's going to, it's like the news. It's the same thing. It's just going to imprint and program you that things are bad. And it's going to give you that perspective. So be very careful with the time that you give, different stories and different, things that you're listening to. We all need to know the facts, but that's all you really need to know. You don't need to spend 3 hours listening to people tell you how we're all doomed, because we're not. Some people are people. It's good. It's a good time to be alive, guys. We've been, when I was young, 15 maybe, 15ish, I was on a course, like a weekend seminar thing, and the guy running it, he said, in your lifetime you're going to see great changes and all this kind of stuff, and he said that the world's population is growing and it's going to grow really fast because a lot of spirits want to be down here to witness this. This is a big event, guys. This is the apocalypse, which obviously that comes from Greek. They say apocalypto, the unveiling, the lifting of the veil. We're starting to see, and that's why we're in Bizarro world, is because we're starting to see that. We're starting to see what was always there. It's just been like shoved in our faces now. We've always known the news was full of lies. We've always known that politicians were really the criminals. We've always known this, but now it's at a point that you can't, you just can't ignore it anymore. It's being shoved in our face. So this is the unveiling. We have to see it. We have to see it now. We can't look away anymore. And the second part is the split. This split that's happening. And I've kind of been talking it. I've mentioned it a few times over the last year and a half. And it's just, it's something I noticed, but that I've come to realize there's a whole big narrative behind it. If you look at Dolores Cannon's work and other people that have followed that, it's an energetic split, and this is what's happening. Look around. It's seriously like we're looking from, I don't know, like an elevated place down on this crazy world. When you look at the world now, it's like it's more like you're looking at it. And I guess that's the way to be. We should be in this world, but not of this world. We should see it for what it is, an experience, rather than being caught up in all the the crap and all the stuff that goes on and the rules and the regulations. So that's what this split is. We're starting to see, you can look and you can see some people are just, zooming up, and then you see a lot of people. And of course, again, this is what's being shown to us. So it doesn't mean it's the majority of what's happening. But what's being shown to us is all this bad stuff. So clearly, two different realities are forming. And information I've got based on that also says September is when something big will happen. Because, guys, this is energetic. This is a spiritual awakening. This isn't, Klaus's great reset. You'll have nothing and be happy. They've just, like they do with everything, they've stolen that and they've turned it upside down. They've stolen the reset and tried to turn it into their great economic reset. This is what they always do. They get something good and they try and bring down the vibration and get everyone to think about that and focus on it so that they can try and get that to become a reality instead of the positive version of it. All right, what's happening here? I have no idea how many of you there are. Hello. Oh, 17. Hello. There you do. I do. Simon, how you going? Oh, and you've got a plan. Good to know, mate. I hope you're doing well. Hope Leanne's doing well. Over there in Sydney. Yeah, Sydney. I'm not sure. Is all the stuff in now? I've heard a bit. Dean's been busy, so I haven't really got any updated info on Sydney, but obviously they're bringing in all these scanning codes. They're trying to bring in lockdowns, same kind of stuff. So yeah, good luck, Sydney. Time to hit the streets. Again, I'm in Perth. Just nothing's happened. I wonder why, if this is half the reason I've hurt my hand is to sort of, I don't know, put me through it, or you go, self-imposed lockdown, because there's not much going on here. And if there was, I'd probably be in jail. Everyone should buy self-defense weapons. Yeah, I agree, Michael. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't even know if I can say this, but polypipe. Excuse me, I need to cough. Polypipe. You can blow things through that. Just an idea. But yeah, I agree. But you should always, prepare for the worst, but believe in the best. So definitely put your focus on what you want, but yeah, don't walk around with your head in the clouds and pretend that none of this is happening, because what's going on is we can affect our own world, but the bigger picture is all of humanity is creating what's going on at the moment. So we can't sit down by ourselves and think and have it all go away. We can only sort of look after our world, but that's going to be heavily influenced by the world around us that everyone else is creating. OG Scotty, hello. Hard to stay positive. Yeah. I mean, it's a year and a half into this, guys. A year and a half. So I mean, you're all doing pretty well. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't doing so well. I saw a video the other day, and someone was going through, the suicide stats, and that's the pandemic. Like, it's huge, and especially males. It's massive. It's through the roof. And we had someone, an Australian politician. I don't even know who he was. I don't really care who he is. But he came out and he said, and this was like a week or two ago, that no one in Australia has died of, the magical mystery bug ever. But, you look at the stats of suicide, domestic violence, all this kind of stuff, mental, health issues, and it's through the roof. So this is such a scam, and it's this is an attack. We know this is an attack on humanity, which is the other point I wanted to get to. But let me read a few more and say hellos before I do that. Bastian, how are you going? Oh, wait, everyone. Oh, what happened then? Bastian Persia, hello. Babette, hello. Michael, Ron of Queens Grove, how are you going? Oh, what happened in South Africa, Ron? Oh, I haven't seen. Basically the government has affected all the food supplies, so there's no food there. They're trying to lock everyone down. They've got rioters and looters going off, and it's pretty chaotic. And of course, they're trying to promote that, right? They're trying to. It's created. So yeah, that's what's going on. Basically, South Africa they're trying to show a picture of this is coming to a town near you. That's the narrative they're building. So if everyone in South Africa, heart-centered, obviously sending all the best energy to you. Jesse Casanova's over there. He's been doing a lot with common law. So he's still out there fighting, showing people how to get through the courts. But it's I don't think it's as bad as, this is the thing. They blow everything up. So we don't really know. But what they're promoting isn't good. I heard looters are actually giving the stuff back. Oh, well, I hope so. I hope they all just sort of lost their minds for a bit, and then they all came to their senses and sort of... Because I saw some footage on the looters, and people were looting TVs. And I mean, like, the big ones. There's a clip of this guy, and he's trying to get this TV into his car, and it's too big to get into his car. I think he eventually gets half of it into his boot and drives off. But this is the mentality. When you look around what's going on, people are stealing TVs. The TV's the problem. The TV's the mind control device, and people are going out and looting them and not even thinking about food or water. They have no idea what's going on. It's beyond me. If I think about it, my brain twists, so I can't think about it too much. CTV Canada. Yeah, is that footage of? There was some footage that came out of, and it was from the government CTV over the forest in Canada, and it looks like there's some kind of flash blast, maybe a dew weapon or something coming down, and now there's forest fires apparently. So there we go. The world's gone crazy. Well, if you watch TV, that is. Pom, how you going? Thank you, G Scotty. Been lucky in New Zealand. Kiwi MacArthur, how you going? Yeah, see, this is the thing. We hear, everything we hear about New Zealand is it's so bad. Well, actually, New Zealand's interesting because they keep coming out saying they're going to do this. That alien woman with that woman. They keep coming out saying, we're going to do this. We're going to lock you down. We're going to make you do this. But nothing. They don't seem to be implementing much over there. So It's like it's a big fear campaign. But I'm glad you are okay, Kiwi. Good to hear. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Exactly. They don't want to touch that, do they? It's disgraceful. Yep, overdoses, all that kind of stuff, and even people, getting on to drugs and even just alcohol, all this kind of stuff. You lock someone in a house for a year and they get bored, especially if they're not the kind of person to go and look into things and research. They just get bored in front of the box, start drinking, start doing other stuff, eating crap, not exercising, breathing recycled air, no sunshine. I mean, this is planned, guys. We know what the deal is, right? That's why they're doing this. Simon, hey, Sydney, Ireland, France, South Africa, Australia. 40,000 UN troops in the NT. What? Oh, God, I hope they're UN troops. Oh, my God. Still normal for those who knew their rights. Tom Barnett. Oh, thank you, Simon. Yeah, Tom Barnett, guys. Check out Tom. He's a fellow Aussie. And he's over in New South Wales, a bit north of Simon, up near Byron Bay. But very good, very good. Well, with all topics, health, law, standing in your power, all that kind of stuff. So go and check him out. I also have, while I remember, I've got an online event coming up. Yeah, an online event coming up with Lorenzo. If you've seen any of my chats with Lorenzo, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going in there and I'm talking apparently, and there's about 20 people there. Really, really good, informed people on health, art, standing in your power, law, all this kind of stuff, and it's happening. It's been put back a few times because more people kept coming on board, so it's growing, which is good. It's going to be free. Okay, it's the first one, so it's going to be free. So come and check it out. Like I said, I'm going to be talking, lots of other people, really good information. So I'll be doing, there are some videos up on Auto. I'll chuck some links up on this channel too. But if you want more info, if you want an invite, leave your email. Well, actually, that's probably not a good idea. Send me an email. If you go to my Autodidactic channel, go to About section, send me an email and say, yes, send me an invite for the webinar, and I'll send you an email so that, you know where it all is and you can click on it, and it's going to go for like 3 or 4 hours, and we're going to talk, we're going to have chat rooms, we're going to answer questions, and it's going to be the first of many. So good things coming up. There you go. Karake, hello. TVs and tennis shoes. They are learning, from the American looters. It's the same script, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Woman. Woman? I don't know. They were stealing radial tires. Really? What do I want to do? Burnouts or something? Burnouts of the apocalypse. That New Zealand leader. Yeah, not a woman, that's for sure. And the mouth, man, it's like I keep expecting, that bit from Alien where the second mouth comes out. She's a nasty piece of work, that one. And the same thing, right? Why is she famous? They got her in the UN, right? Before all this stuff went on, got her in the UN. Oh, go and breastfeed your baby. We'll make sure there's lots of cameras on you, and then we'll put it all around the world so that everyone thinks that you're a wonderful mother. And of course, we know what she is. Yes, Michael, good. I still have not worn a mask, and I never will. Went to the shops the other day without one. No one said anything. Everyone else had them on. If I could go out more, I would. But I'm kind of, my arm is self-imposed lockdown to me. Start drinking and looking things up. What the fuck? Oh, you start doing both, do you? Well, you can do both. Why not? It's Yeah, spread the word. It's beyond my comprehension. Denise, hello. I think the mass perception of people are now actually, yeah, NPCs, non-player characters, just backdrop, empty bodies filling up the scenery for the show. So this is another thing about the split, right? Two realities. So, it's not just the NPC factor, right? It's like the politicians. We've all seen these pictures of the ever-changing faces of the politicians. Where are all the actors? Where are all the musicians? Where are all these people that were everywhere 2 years ago? Where have they all gone? And now with the information that we know now, we all know what they were doing and who they were working for and who they'd given their soul to, right? We know this. The whole industry, all industries, right? Banking, the whole lot. Where are these people? The royals, where are these people? We get to see Harry, apparently. Is this the shift? Have they all gone down and we've gone up or whatever? There's a split. And so, yeah, there's just literally a backdrop being put in just to make the transition easier so that we're not walking around in empty towns, because, who knows how many of us are going up. If it's the 144,000 like you hear, that means that we'd all be in cities by ourselves and that'd be freaky. And who would run the internet so that we could talk? So yeah, and who knows, right? There's some weird stuff going on. Yes, she is, James. She's definitely one of those. Yeah, and yeah, she has a head like a horse. Max Eigen's latest stream. Yes, James. Max is great. Max as well. Excuse me. I would put in that category. Like, Max is great. I've been following Max for 20 years. He's been putting stuff out. I still remember the first video where he revealed his face, because he never used to show his face for years and years. And everyone was like, who's this Max? Who's this Max? And one day there was his face on the screen. So Max is great. And he says it himself. Just be careful that you're not listening to all the bad stuff all the time. He's good for a point of view, but make sure that then you go and listen to some uplifting music or watch something funny. Don't sort of go from Max and then, because if you're on YouTube or Odyssey, the next video they give you will be on the same stuff, and you can end up watching the bad stuff for hours, and that's not going to help. All you need to know is what's going on. You don't need to then focus and give your energy to it, because that just makes it grow, right? What we focus on grows. Yet to encounter a biosecurity officer. Yeah, well, exactly, Rob, right? And this is the thing about anyone who asks you for anything. You don't need to have a little piece of paper that says exemption on it. You can walk in, and if someone says, where's your nappy? You can say, I have an exemption. And if they say, show it to me, you just say, oh, are you an authorised medical officer, are you? And of course they won't be. And they'll say no, and let them know, well, you are now breaking privacy laws. You are committing fraud because you are pretending to be a medical officer by asking me these questions. And put it straight back, because that's the law. That's true. They cannot do this. They can't ask you to show anything unless they're a doctor. So tell them that. And put it right back at them and say, look, you've overstepped the line. Give me your name. I'm going to have to go legal and check out blah, 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 because these people need to be put in their place, which is, another. So I got an email. I've just released a video on Auto One channel, so go check that out. But, I was just looking at, everyone was talking about this platform called Rockfin, and it's just like a video like YouTube, but apparently they're doing it so that they're trying to get creators paid. So I went and had a look, and it wasn't working. I was trying to just see how it worked. So I clicked on Become a Creator, thinking they'd let me know what it was all about, and it just didn't work. So I sent them an email, what's going on, is your system working? And I just got this really rude email back, basically. And I checked the guy out. He's apparently like one of the second, in command. He's right up there. And the email basically said, We don't like your content and no one follows you, like literally. So I made a video about him and put it up to let everyone know who he is and what he's about. And this is what we need to do, guys. We can't let these, the devils are dancing, right? We got to turn the music off. We cannot let these pathetic, soulless NPC, whatever you want to call them, we can't let them take any power or control from us. We need to call them out every step of the way, because that's what gets them. Another thing I was told when I was young, because I did quite a few sort of courses and things in my teens and worked on them, was if you stand and you look at someone and you tell them the truth, they have nowhere to go. So if someone, all these people who walk up and they're rah, 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 if you look at them and tell them the truth, people will stop and they don't have anywhere to go. If someone's yelling at me, at you, you're just trying to kill people because you don't have a nappy on. If you look at them and say, look, we all know this is about your fear and you're scared and you know that these don't work because you've seen this, this and this. And if you talk to them like, this, don't BS me, they will stop. They will. I've done it so many times. They just go, because you've called them out. You've called them out. You've pulled the rug out from under their feet. And this is what we need to do, because humans are nice and kind and loving and heart-centered people, and we want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and help everyone. But we're in a position where the enemy, the parasite, knows this, and it's using it against us. So we have to be smarter. We have to be more moral and more ethic and say, look, if you're not with us humans, then you're not here. You go, you get banished. Off you shall, At every point, at every turn, they need to be called out. They need to be told what they're doing to their face. This is where we are, and this is what I've done my whole life anyway. This is how you deal with bullies, right? Because bullies are cowards. They're all cowards. They are. You stand in their face in power and tell them what they're doing, and they crumple. I've done it my whole life, guys. These people are just... So this guy, bully, sends me a bully email, so I made an email about... a video about him and put it out. Because this is supposed to be a free speech platform, and that's what they're saying. Come here, we won't censor you, free speech. And then he said, your content isn't suitable or something. So I went and had a look, and there's Tartaria stuff all over it. So this guy is, I don't know what he is, a shill, because they've got a paywall. So I was wondering, are they just collecting, you get all the good creators, get them to put their stuff behind a paywall. There'll be a little legal thing saying that they own that, then they can cut channels and all that, all that content disappears. So yeah, call everyone out, guys. No more letting these pathetic, soulless NPC, devil worshipping, please don't cut me, YouTube entities have any power, because the only power they have and the only power they have only ever had is us, to control what we think. That's it. That's their only power, guys. It's all they got. Their game plan is the same. That they don't have creativity. They can't come up with new ideas. And when I say they are all like the tentacles, right? The tentacles of the central parasite, archon, whatever you want to call it, demiurge. Yeah, so this is the thing. It's got to be stopped, and it can only grow if we give it attention. So it's time to call these people out for what they are. You either stand with us or you're against us. It's no longer a joke. Not that it ever was, but we are hitting serious point. Again, don't get scared. We're fine, guys. We are absolutely fine. You've really got nothing to worry about. But as I've said before, it's the time frame. The more action we put in, the faster we do this. So these people who are saying maybe 2025, I guess that's possibly a reality if everyone, if everyone was like they were 6 months ago and stayed there, then yeah, that could. But things are building up so quickly that don't want to give you hopium at all, but look around. You can see all they're doing is restricting and censoring all the good stuff and promoting all the crap that they want us to see. So yeah, this is happening, but the more action we put in, the more intention in our thoughts, in our actions, in everything, the faster we get there, guys. The faster we change the world, and the faster, see, once these parasites are gone, everything changes, because they're literal parasites, right? We have three bodies: mental, spiritual, mental, physical, and they parasite on all three bodies. Okay, in the physical world, they parasite off the economic system, right? Taxes and all this, and the legal system. They fine us, they throw us in jail. With the mental body, TV and movies, right? That's the one they really go for. And then they feed off our spiritual energy when we're in low vibration. So, it's the old three-pronged attack, right? But like I said, if we know their game and we don't buy into it, they have no power. They only ever have the power we give them. So don't give them any. Stand up. At this point, there's no other choice but to stand up and stand in your power, especially if you've got children, nieces, nephews, young people that you like, because they're going to inherit all this. And it's us, and we need to show them how to do this. We need to be the examples. We need to, be the change that we want to see. Rant over. Denise, hello. James D. Smith. Dan Andrews is looking weird now. Yeah, that dude. Aged about 5 years and 5 months. I wonder what happened while he was away. Maybe it's a new one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Dan Andrews. Yeah, he's a communist. I mean, these dudes are really building some bad karma banks, aren't they? And they just have no idea. But Dan Andrews ended up in hospital a few months ago, and the story was he fell down the stairs, right? But if you look into it, Dan Andrews, we have a big media mogul trucking mogul called Lindsay Fox in Australia. And the story goes that that Dan Andrews was sniffing around one of Lindsay's granddaughters. And so he sent a few people around to say hello, and Dan ended up in the hospital. So there you go. Denise, thank you. Angela Baby Carson. Oh, good. Yeah. Rockfin, yeah. So if you've had any experiences, check out that video on Autodidactic 1 channel. Leave me a comment. Hello, Callum. Thank you for joining us. Jamie, it is Bastion, isn't it? Bastion, Persia. God, I've got so many lights here, I can hardly read my screen. Maybe something extreme needs to happen. End the Fed. Definitely need to end the Fed. The Fed are ending themselves. That they're crashing the whole money system as we speak. And if you're aware of the whole, sort of cryptocurrency scene, they're clearly trying to change from the Fed and dollar notes to crypto, because the thing about crypto and like Bitcoin is it's tracking. They can then track all your transactions, what you do, where you go, where you spend money, and all this kind of stuff. So that's what they want to do. They want to turn the currency into that, so they can keep, taxing people, tracking people, and all this stuff. But what is also, so that's why the crypto market is just bizarre at the moment. But what's happening is humans, the smart people with creativity invented cryptocurrencies to get away from these parasites, because they can't create. So they, of course, do what they always do. They grab it and they try and change it into something different that benefits them and not us. But, of course, there's more smart people. We're smarter than they are. So there's all these new currencies that can't be, that they can't get into, that they can't hack, that the government, can't turn against us. So that is going to be the way forward. But I think it's only going to be I think it's just going to be like an intermediary sort of currency to get us through the change, maybe 100 years or so, maybe a bit less. And then, then I think we'll just have, I don't know, trading or something like that. Pete, how you going? Peter of Barbaria. I don't do hopium. Is more natural, just get things done. Yeah, I agree. No, I don't believe in hopium either. Um, but the same thing. I mean, what's the opposite to hopium? Or what's the word for that? This is because this is what people are doing, right? Most people are either getting the bad opium, like the news, everything's bad, it's falling apart, it's destroying, blah, 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 blah. And then, a huge percentage of people that, are awake, think they're awake, truth is whatever you want to say, are following the hopium. And I've been watching, and there's certain channels, and I won't name them, but no doubt you'll know who they are. Certain people came out onto the scene, they'd never been heard of before, and they came out, and this isn't number 17 stuff, just people around that kind of scene. They just came out of nowhere about, 18 months ago when this all kicked off. And they've been saying the same thing over and over for 18 months, and nothing's happened. So that's hopium. And so many people are still following it. I couldn't tell you how many messages and emails I get every day with these videos, and they're always the same people. And that, you know what I'm talking about, right? The video interviews, they get these people on, they talk about, it's mainly based on America, and people are going to come and save us, but that just makes people sit on their ass and do nothing, because if someone's coming to save you, then what do you need to do? Just go buy some more ice cream and watch Netflix, right? Because they're coming to save you. So that's part of the plan. And I've always said, if you believe in that and you're putting energy into it, cool, great. If it happens, awesome. But you got to understand, if it doesn't happen, where are you? So yeah, believe in it and hope that it happens, but don't rely on it. You've got to then build your own future, your own reality. You've got to get out there and act the ion, right? The ion is an energetically charged molecule, atom. So it's basically the energy, right? So the ion is the energy that makes us run. It's the spirit. That's the thing that leaves the body when we die, and when the body's still there, but something's gone. The ion, right? So act your energy, act your spirit. That act it. How do you say that? Like, bring your visions and your energy and spirit into the physical world. And that's how you do it. You get the thought up here, you build it, and then you act it into the ion, the physical. You use the spirit to get it into the physical. We need to act, guys. We can't be standing around. And we can't be standing around, pointing the finger saying, well, if it wasn't for them, I'd be doing something else. If it wasn't for all these idiots walking around with nappies on their face, I'd do this. Well, no. This is also a time of self-responsibility, which is a big thing. And clearly, a large percentage, shall we say, of people aren't ready to even go there. And so this is a split, right? They literally can't get up to the right level of frequency, because they won't look at themselves. This is all about us. We create everything, guys. Yes, as a collective, we create, the collective reality, but as individuals, we create our own reality. And if we all change individually, then the collective changes, right? So start with the man and or woman in the mirror. This is the thing. It's time to look at ourselves. How do we get better? Where do we, what do we want to change, and how do we do that? And more importantly, what do we need to let go of? What are we carrying around that is holding us back? Because literally that's what happens. We hold all this stuff from the past, and it's like having a backpack on. When you walk around, you literally have to carry it, and it makes you feel heavy. Now, the thing to understand about all this is, first of all, the past is a teacher, not a prophet. The past is there to tell you where you went wrong and where you went right. So how you can do things better. That's what the past is. So show you how to improve your mistakes, right? Because there's no problems, there's only mistakes, there's no failing. It's just a mistake, take 2, take 3. So it's to show us how we can improve our mistakes, and also how we can improve what we got right. It's all about, it's reflection, right? Hindsight. That's what the past is. And it's definitely not a prophet. It's not telling you this happened in the past, which therefore means it will happen again in the future, which is how people see it. They walk around like, oh, well, nothing ever goes my way. I always lose money. And they literally, when they say that, like nothing ever goes my way, what they're saying is in the past, when I look at it, it's telling me I did these things wrong and so things didn't go my way. And so instead of learning from that and fixing it, I'm just going to project into the future that things never go my way. So what do you think that does? All you get is things never go your way. But if you change that to things always go my way, what do you get? So this is, we've got to cut all the crap, guys. Get real with yourself. Drop the facade. And smash that facade off. Get back to the red brick. Because the persona, right? We all walk around with these personas. And I think the problem with the persona is you're trying to be what you think other people want you to be. You don't know what other people think. You don't. Of course you don't. If you do and you go and proclaim that really is a crazy person, because you don't and you never can and you never will, and you need to understand that and accept it. That's your perspective of what you think that they think. It's just like opinion. People go around and people will say something to them. You've got a funny haircut. And that's an opinion. It's based on nothing. It's just an opinion, and it's probably from a stupid person that you wouldn't want to spend time with. But people take that on board like it's a fact. So we need to, clear all the crap and don't take any more on. Just see things for what they are. People are only going to tell you that you will fail because in their minds they are failures. They can't win, so they're just projecting it onto you, projecting their persona. So try and help everyone. But the way to help people is to lead by example. I think that really is the best way. You can spend all day talking to someone and trying to convince them of, that you see things differently and that's a better way maybe, or if they change this and that, then they'll be happier. But unless they want to hear what you're saying, you're wasting your breath. So if you're the example, people who are looking for that will notice it. Right, the RAS, reticular activating system, they'll notice it and then they will go, they'll learn something and they'll mirror it, and in that way they will grow and become better people. So this is how it's not hard, guys. It's really not hard. It's all simple. The truth is always simple. It's off my screen, so I came back. All right, how long have I been going here? God, I don't even know. All right, hello. Those people, Michael. I can't say that, or they'll probably cut the video. I mean, 4chan are pretty interesting too, Rob. I mean, they've done some pretty cool stuff. Non-polarization. Yes, what of thoughts? What's this? I'm just not part of any of it. Why would you be part of it? And what's it, Peter? This is the thing, right? Part of it. What's it? It's the system. It's the gilded cage. It's the jail. Why would you want to be a part of it? Act eye on. Yes, Callum. Exactly. Just get things done, yeah? Just, we're builders, guys. We're creators, right? We're the creation and the creators. We've got to create. The past is learning. Yep, past is learning from our mistakes. Some people won't be able to afford to live indoors. That's definitely the narrative they want us to believe. I'll leave it at that. My Corona Bologna persona. Hello, welcome. Great name. I hope you've got no Corona in your Bologna. Oh no, Bologna's a town, isn't it? A city. I was thinking of Bolognese. Don't think those people even once projected positively. It's insane, and they don't even try. If you're going to listen to someone, look at the person. Is that someone that you want to be like? Are they the kind of person that you want to grow into? Have they got traits that you like? Are they someone that you can grow from? from what they say and how they act. And if the answer is no, then why would you take anything on board? And this is to do with shielding. I have done a video. I'll do another one, and I was also going to do one on seeing auras. Sayonara mentioned it, so I might do that as well. But shielding, we need shields, guys. The thing is, I've built my shields, and so if there's an idiot, they just bounce off the first shield. They don't even affect me. And then obviously if it's someone that you listen a bit more, and people that you really trust are in the inner sanctum. But if you got shielding, this stuff just bounces off you. And we all I would recommend you all build shields, and I'm talking energy, spiritual shields, and you literally just do it with your mind while you're meditating. 3 is a good number to start with, but I'll do a video on that because it's a bit hard to explain quickly. James, you need more mark. Thank you. I'll keep talking for a bit. I am a Kiwi. You're a grand living in wee Toyota. Oh, yeah, van life. Good on you, Kiwi. I have a Toyota Coaster, which is very cool. It has solar panels and a kitchen. It's got a full-size stove in it, man. All the stuff, fridges and stuff. But I kind of ripped it half apart, and now I can't put it back together until my hand works. But yeah, I want to hit the road, do some van life, do some traveling. It's a minibus, so it's not a van. It's like it's not a full, it's like a school bus sort of size. So it's like a mini apartment. It's bigger. It's like having 2 rooms to live in. It's pretty cool. Seriously considering putting a rail gun on the top of my van, though. A rail gun, Mad Max style. I was talking to Bernie too, Bernard Conkin, and we were thinking if you get tube, PVC tubing, and put it on the roof of your van, and then get an impeller. Is that what you need? An impeller, I think. Put it in there, and you can create free energy as you're driving down the road. The wind will go through, spin your impeller, free energy, right? So I'll have to work out how to build one of them, because I'm pretty sure that would be a lot cheaper than solar panels. But of course, while you're not moving, you're not generating, but it's free energy everywhere, guys. Just got to be smart. I'm going to get some garlic and a cross for the invasion. It's not a bad idea, Michael. Who knows what's going to happen? Sean, how you going? James, hello. Yes, spiral up. Nice. Oh, I like your work, James. Very good. Maybe salvage a 5G tower and make a crowd suppress. Yeah, well, Callum, I hear there's some in Brazil. Some slightly used 5G towers. The local men up there found an installation and basically knocked them all over. So this is the kind of stuff we need to be doing, guys. In Brazil as well, they were all on the beach. Cops came down, told everyone they had to go, and no one was social distancing, no baby, nappies. And all the men just got up and turned on the police, started throwing chairs at them, and basically ran them off the beach and beat them up, which they should have done. Because, guys, you got to understand, yes, we're loving, yes, we've got to be heart-centered, but we cannot let people push us around and stand on us, change our ethics and tell us what to do. That's, that my whole life, that's been my point, I'm a nice guy. I'll give anyone time, talk to anyone, but someone tries to tell me what to do and I change. And if they try and enforce that, oh, dude, you don't, that's Cambell changes when people try to tell Cambell what to do. You can't let anyone take an inch, give them an inch, they'll take a mile, right? Look what's going on. These people need to be stopped. They've gone far. We've given them too much rope or too much space already. We need to draw the line. My wings are like a shield of steel. Peter, nice. Your bullets cannot harm me. from Batfink in 1987. Bernie can make me one. I'm in Canada. Sean. There you go. Yeah, well, he's in Canada. Yeah. He's been really busy too, but we definitely want to get on to doing some practical videos where literally it'll be Bernie in his wherever he lives, his science lab, building things and showing how to do them and where to get the materials and stuff. So that is coming. I'm totally self-contained, even a shower. I've had a shower. Nice. Awesome. I've worked out how to build a shower in mine too. So I have to put that in. Sussed it out. I was wondering where to put a bathroom because it actually used to have a bathroom in it, but I mean it was tiny. By the time I got it, they'd ripped it out pretty much, and it was just it was a small cupboard basically. So I'm going to turn my steps into a shower. Haven't seen it done before, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. They are burning down the forest up here. Yeah, Sean, yeah. There's a video, I can't remember the name, it was put out and someone got the government footage of, it was just looking across the forest and it looks like some kind of flash weapony thing. Callum saw it, I sent it to Callum. But who knows, it could just be a lens thing, but it looks interesting, who knows, with what's gone on, acquiescence is not the answer for bullies. I agree. Much more fun to kick them whether it hurts. No. I went to 7 schools growing up, so I've dealt with bullies my whole life. Always the new kid. And I haven't really got in many fights. A couple, where people come up and punch you, you sort of have to, but most of the time, you use your words and your energy and you stand in your power. And these people, like I said, they're cowards. They're spineless. They will run away. And a good thing, when I was in school, you get the gangs and you're the new kid and you'll get this gang of like 5 or 6 kids come up and try and harass you. I used to just point at whoever I thought was the leader and say, look, I don't really care what all these other people do, but I'm coming after you and you're going to regret this. And they'd all run away. When you make it personal, they're not so tough anymore. It's very interesting. So you just, and literally all you do is stand in your power, guys. They will sense it. Another thing I used to do is I used to practice when I walked into rooms. I would, parties, school, whatever. I'd like pump my energy up. I would pump my aura up and my energy and build it up. And when I walked in the room, the aim was to try and get as many people as possible to look at me, just to sense, basically for no reason, but just when I walk in to sense that I've walked in the room. And that's a good exercise to do. And you'll find it works. And then once you understand how to get what that feels like, you can pull it up any time. And like I said, you get one of these bully idiots coming up to you, and you stand in that energy, and they're like, oh, they run, don't walk. A step shower, everyone. Oh, Callum, don't tell me everyone's doing step showers. It's my idea. Mine. I've never seen one. You'll have to send me a link. I'll see if they're doing what I'm thinking of doing. Well, gosh, you just stole my win, dude. Same thing. They just mandated in France. What did they do? Hi, Cambell. Lots of like-minded people are feeling a shift on the horizon. Yep, it's coming. I'm feeling it. I still think something's going to happen with this knocking on doors. Senile Joe, he sent people around, and these are just like people. These are volunteers. These are the sheep that believe the narrative, that have had Bill's prick and accepted it into their lives. These are the people that they're getting to go around knocking on doors. And no doubt they're doing it as volunteers, And so they think they're doing the right thing and saving, their grandma from the evil people who breathe. But you can imagine what's going to happen. One of them's going to knock on the wrong door. And yeah, let's just leave it at that. I mean, and there's no doubt that's probably what they want. But you see, that's going to backfire on them too, because once that happens, there'll be copycats, and then clearly no one's going to want to knock on anyone's door, but even the police are going to be like, oh, this might have gone too far. So, but there's definitely a massive change. I'm saying September. That's my prediction. There you go. I've put a date down. September, mid to late. I'm getting 17th. So we'll see. But again, the more action we put into it, the more intention, the faster it goes. The more we sit on our laurels and expect, someone to descend from the heavens, well, yeah, the longer it takes. Kai, how you going? Welcome. June, hello from flyover country, Middle America. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Oh, real America. There you go, June. Apparently it's real America. Rob must be out there too. Dang Tank, how you going? Sean, I felt a positive shift. Yeah, yesterday. Nice. I was talking to Sonia, and she said the same thing. I'm not sure where you are, Sean. She's in the USA. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, she said that she felt one too. PSYOP push also. Yeah, it's all a big PSYOP. Yep, sure, and they wouldn't want to knock on mine either. But yeah, I think they're going to really knock on the wrong door, where someone's going to be like, poppity pop pop. I'm not afraid of them. I'll answer the door and talk to them. Yeah. And I mean, this is the thing. We don't want to be the people that are creating violence. And that's the thing. Talk to them. Ask them why they're within 6 feet of you at your front door if you're there, planning their death. But the thing is, just show them stats. Show them laws. It's all written down, guys. Everything's on our side. It's all diversion and fraud. Find themselves waking up in the middle of the desert. Yeah. People knocking on the doors. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Come in. Oh, smell this for a minute. And then they wake up in the desert. I'm going to knock on your door. Yeah. I'm going to knock on your door. Ring on your bell. Tap on your window too. Because we just want to get Billy's prick pumped inside of you. There you go, a little song for you all, guys. I'd have a conversation. But yeah, this is the thing. We need to be better than them. We need to show that we're better people, vibrating higher, heart-centered, show empathy, give people your time, but yeah, don't let them push you around. But yeah, definitely try and see things from other people's perspective. And if they're knocking on your door, then inform them why they are wrong. No, don't tell anyone that they're wrong, because the mind doesn't like that, especially with the programming it's had. The mind in this programmed world just wants to prove itself right, and hence all these weirdos on TikTok. I'd show them a lot of ingredients. Yeah, exactly. Show them what's in it. Show them the death stats. Show them videos of people collapsing. Deng Tank, been loving this channel. Oh, thank you. And thank you everyone who is on here, and we've hit 2,000 subs. So thank you for everyone who watches, shares, comments, likes. I really do appreciate you all. And of course the reason I do this is to try and, get some more thoughts out there into your mind and hopefully help you, realize some changes that you can make for yourself. I don't want to tell you anything. I just want to give information out, and you guys take from it what you want and use it as you will. But for good only, because with great power comes great responsibility. So this is for only to be used for good. But there you go. So Angela, thank you. Love you too. So there you go, guys. I have no idea how long I've been going, because I can't see any clocks anywhere. But I'm guessing it's probably 40 minutes or so. What's the time? Oh my gosh, it's probably an hour, is it? I think it is. It's 2 o'clock somehow. So there you go. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Yeah, just the world is weird, right? The devils are dancing. Don't let the devils push you around or tell you anything. Stand your ground. Build up those shields. Build up your energy and your aura. Practice it. Walk down the street and demand people notice your energy. Become powerful, because you are. We've got this, guys. It's definitely happening, but it will happen faster the more intention and action we put into it. So thank you for joining me. I love you all. I've got to work out which thing I'm on there, that one. And guys, obviously look inside yourself, because there is greatness in there. There really is. And find it, bring it out, and show it to the world. And that is what will make you great. Thank you. Love you all. Talk to you all on the next upload. Bye for now.